decent height in any size house, in any area. In this area, the screen is also dry, and I'm noticing a big change. What I did see on FaceTime last week is that the opening that we've made to the garage, we have now closed that. First fix is complete all around here. You can see by the amount of cables in the ceiling and all the sockets which are on the wall. Also, you can see our lasers in place. Now, lasers are what we use to ensure that we get the ceiling height and the walls accurate. In the garage, we've had to remove the door because it was up and over, and we have ventaxia units going here. There wouldn't be any space to work. So we build this makeshift construction here to keep out natural elements. Out by the changing room shed area, the construction of the roof is complete. We have built this from 8x2 joists. Have a look here. I can see the boys making a load of noggins to strengthen it. Also, I can also see some ventilation holes which are put in place. We're going to use 120mm insulation here, and there's going to be a 50mm gap for ventilation. Previously you saw this wall which we were building up for the flower bed.
Хора, които бягат и снимат. И го снимат.
Is 95% Now previously you also saw the base coat of render going on. In total there's going to be 3 coats of render, and now we are doing the top coat on the back. You can see we have plenty already mixed, and we have someone here helping, the same guy that you've seen doing the plastering. He's the man with the skills with the trowel, and now he is doing the render. Just previously when the coping stones arrived, some of them are on already. The trouble is that it keeps raining and I'm not going to work out the rain. So when the rain stops, we go outside, we do a little bit, then we stop, it starts raining again, then we're in and out, in and out. Thankfully there's plenty of things to do here, and most of the lads here are multi-skilled, so if you can't be outside doing this, then they come inside and do something else. The front extension is almost complete. You can see the masonry work in, and we have also moved the front door from its previous location there to out here. Now, this front door is not staying, but this will give you an idea as to how much space has been gained within the hallway area. Where the door and the wall previously were, it was holding up the wall above. So what we're doing here is we're building up 2 pillars either side, and we're going to put a steel in place to hold up this wall. This is the room I showed you a couple of weeks ago, which we had neglected for a long time. And a very, very long time ago, there was an opening here, which you could walk straight into the other room. But now we've completely boarded this room up. You can see as well, there's an LED feature right here, so we are ready for plastering. This isn't plastered because the gentleman you saw outside doing the rendering, he's the same man who plastered in here, as I explained. So while it's not raining, we're going to deal with the render. As soon as it starts raining, we're going to come in here and continue plastering. Base coats are on in this room, and we needed to get the walls nice and white so we could put these samples here. That way Jan and Steph can come along and they can have a look at the colours. If we would have just painted this straight onto the plaster, you wouldn't have got a good idea of what the colour really looked like, the depth of it, how warm it is. So by painting it white and then putting it on it, you have a much better idea of what it will look like when it's all done. In this bathroom, the ceiling is now up. We need to tape it up. We have ankle beads on the, ankle beads, you know? Ankle beads, can you imagine? Yeah, right, let's go again. In this bathroom, the ceiling is done, but what we need to do is tape it up. We have the angle beads on the floor, and we are ready to start tiling. In this bathroom, we are moving along nicely with tiling, but it is painful. We're not allowed to have any tile edges. Jan and Steph want all the tiles to be mitered. And get this, in this bathroom thus far, we have not been able to put one full tile down. Every single tile in this entire bathroom has had to have been cut in some way, somewhere, to get around the niches, to get around the window, to get around the bath area. Not one full tile. On the top floor here, not much to see, apart from the base coats are all in place. The decorators aren't actually here at the moment. They're working at another job we finished a year ago. It's been like 13, 14 months, and it's the end of the defects period. So thankfully there's nothing there but a few cracks, just, you know, door frames and above door frames. Nothing out of the ordinary. The decorators are there, they need to finish, and then they will be back here. I have to go and look at a job now, and Dan is going to head back to the office and start putting up
as a team. Gosh, that's horrifying.
Where can you stand and get the... Okay. Where can you stand and get and see as much as you can? Wednesday morning, we are on site. As you can see, we are not at the yard. Guys, we're filming for a standalone video. I'm filming with Andrew Southern, who you've seen in the past. Click here to watch that video. I did an interview with Andrew talking about being a property mogul. And how do you feel about the property market in its current state?
If you ask me today what my view on residential prices is, as I was quoted in the press the other week, They probably come off a little bit. It's a buyer's market rather than a seller's market.
And I was sharing some information about the necessary phrases and stuff what you may need when you're in a property development meeting. So I'm going to get on with filming. This is a very exciting one for me. This is a site where Asheville did the demolition a very long time ago. Since then, a main contractor has taken over, and as you can see, the structure has gone up, and there's a fantastic crane up there, what I'm looking to get up there, but we'll see if that can happen. Catch you later. I'm going on the crane. Who's not shook? You're not scared, are you? You're not scared. Let's do it. No, you say no. I've just been told that I am not allowed to climb up the crane. Got to respect people's rules on the sites. When you are filming on site, but you do not need lines because of your in-depth experience in the industry in which you are talking about. And things seem to be going very smoothly. You started late, but you're catching up with time, and you're calling shots. Move there, stand there, get a cutaway of this, say that, where are we? Let's reconstruct this and do that. That is because I'm a professional. At that point, the main contractor, McClear and Rush, took over because of the relationship that I stumbled, didn't I? Yeah, of course, yeah, no problem. You want it? Alright, cool. Right. Oh, look, my name's Dan. I run the videos. Still on site, still filming. Going very well. I'm very hungry, but Denzel Washington says that you film better on an empty stomach. So maybe I shouldn't eat. Guys, I'm standing in here filming, and I won't say an argument, but a disagreement is taking place. I'm having a look at this, and for me, this is the world engine from Man of Steel, i.e. Superman, aka Daniel Luisi, Mr. Asheville, he is I and him, Mr. Thanos, Batman, James Bond, all of the above. Now, I think this is the world engine. I'm hearing Glenn saying that he believes this is from the day the Earth stood still. I'm hearing Dan saying this is from War of the Worlds. I believe all of them are wrong, and I believe I am right. What do you think? Leaving this roof, look at this. I don't recognise this. I don't recognise that. People are acting like they don't know that I sell aggregate. That's it. Bring Daniel in. Get Daniel to take away the mark. Get him to take away the hazardous. And then when you need aggregate, you have aggregate that came from somewhere else. The struggle is real. To be the bottom of the food chain. It's now 6:52. We've just finished filming. We need to pack away all our equipment. Been a very long day, but a very good day. I cannot wait for this video to come out. You know how much your boy loves property, loves construction, loves ground roots. We have gone into every element of this build and spoke about it in as much detail as we possibly can. Really enjoyed it, and I think you guys will really enjoy the video. And now, packing away and a long drive home. Thursday and I'm in the yard. We've just had a delivery of concrete cubes come here from a job where we've been pouring quite a lot of concrete, a basement job. All of them have got the dates. Every time we did a pour there, the client created these cubes, then they had them in these chambers which keep the temperature, I believe it's at 20 degrees. They've put them in these rubble sacks, given them to us. Now we are sending them to get crushed just to make sure that the concrete met strength, which it did because we do our own testing in the yard. There's a lot going on. Weather's good, even though it's a bit overcast at the moment. Train will be here very soon and be offloaded. Only 2 trains this week. I said it, only 2 trains. It's another one of those weekends where all the banks are closed coming up. Tomorrow is wages. There's plenty of phone calls that need to be made to get money in. Very busy in the yard. Unfortunately, guys, no more time to film today. Friday I'm in the yard. I'm very busy today. I was just well, I wasn't sitting. People around the yard, showing them loads of things we're doing, showing them procedures, recommendations on practices. Had a few compliments from them. They love a lot of the stuff that we've put in place. But in some areas, he said that we need to improve. So I'm all open to improvement. I'm all trying to what we're doing here. And above all, I'm trying to keep everyone safe. So I'm going to take those recommendations and see what we can put in place here. It is that day, last day of the month. I'm doing payroll myself. So again, guys, going to be a very short day. Saturday I'm in the yard, no train today.
Има някой му дава рамове, нещо
my
има.
dishwasher And
Те от случайност не можете и с един пъти да заобогатиш, бе.
Не бе,
Или
не
да
бе.
почнеш бизнес.
Той на 30 години. Той на 30 години. Почнал с един камион да работи. Сега вече има 40 камиона. И сега работи вече колко? 8 години да може да ги плати. Може да ги върне, защото
Ама той кредити тегли си.
кредит, лизинг, кредит е такова нещо. Вече години наред плати. И по постоянно работа. Той ляга да спи само няколко часа, пак става. Няма спирачки, няма спиране през събота, през неделя.
Let's go and have a look at the road sweeper. Earlier on in the week, I showed you this dent and these marks on my lovely refurbished sweeper.
Моето риско. Или ще случи или няма. Има някои теглят кредити и губят.
Има, то 90% губят, Слави. 90% губят и до края на живота трябва да плащат тия кредити.
То е рисково,
When I bought this sweeper, the idea was to wet the road and clean the road. But without a window, the inside of the sweeper is now completely drenched.
Когато ние работници, винаги можем да кажем, това не е наша вина, това вината е на нашия шеф, вината на моя менеджер, или вината е на моя, на държавата или на правителството, нали? Пак той не може да каже, че това е тяхната вина, защото всичко опира в него. Нещо се счупи, работниците отиват при него, някакъв проблем, работниците отиват при него, които работят под него, фирмата.
So we repaired the hub seal, but when we did the hub seal, the shoes were, they were just contaminated with oil, so we changed the shoes on this as well. When you park the lorry in the same place and leave it running for the entire day, we noticed that there was a pipe weeping a little bit. That pipe was the return pipe that was going back to the reservoir with the power steering fluid. This looks like the original pipe which just got rotten over time. So we fitted a new one of the pipes, so you can see here the slowly silver pipe. But then we had to fit a flexi pipe to connect
слагат камъни, слагат цемент, карат го и те се чупят, нали? Гумите се чупят, това. Частите се чупят, последно трябва да се купуват нови части, последно нещо става. А пак накрая на всеки месец трябва да се вълнува да може да им плати. Това не е лесно, това е още по-тежко, отколкото на един работник.
I want to show you a couple of cracks on the body that we need to weld. So I'm going to put the cab down and then put the body up. It's nothing major on the body, but if you don't weld the cracks relatively early, they get bigger and they get bigger and they get bigger.
Добре, в Англия, англичани ли са само?
Making it difficult for me to
Не знам, там сега нищо не се знае. Нищо не се знае.
And it will spread throughout the body. So if you get
Или има от всички държави, примеси.
At the end of the day, it's steel.
Повечето са там.
Thankfully, you can repair.
Има и други. Има и други.
What can I do? The older lorries get out on the road, they still do the same work, but they need a little bit more TLC and maintenance. There we have it. All right.
Виж пак нещо се е щупило, трябва да се ремонтира. Всеки ден идва в цех и нещо се чупи. Някаква гидравлика, някакъв кабел. Пак понякога хората, които карат тия камиони, удрят нещо и цялата вина е върху него, защото той е шеф на фирмата. И той това показва, той споделя с хора, които гледат
Again, just a
Pa
few
ne je
cracks,
lesno,
which
to je teško.
thankfully are in a state that we can weld them and get them repaired. Okay, so this is a cutting edge, what we've ordered in. This cutting edge.
Обаче виж, че също тренира. Намира времето да тренира.
For this bucket, and we have these two bosses.
Свършва да работи в 10 часа.
Има ли си нещо?
Няма.
Няма.
30 години. Само
the welding on the body of the lorry, he'll come over here.
Казва, че просто няма време за това. За приятелка, за жена, няма време за това.
Now these bosses, these are going to go on the inside here. The way the boys use this bucket, the bucket is turned around facing this way, and they're using it like this to move stuff around in the yard. So the pressure is all in this area. So by putting these bosses on here, on welding these on the inside, what pin goes, this should reduce a lot of the pressure. Down outside my office, I can see that my desk has made its way outside here. Thankfully, it's not wet. With the amount of noise I can hear, I believe the boys are standing down the floor to prepare to put the liner down. We need to completely sand it down, clean it and everything so the adhesive sticks to it properly. Bartek, say that again. What you said, say it again, say it again. We need to move the liner upstairs, and Bartek said, what, Bartek?
Английския политик там в Англия.
He is correct. I am the strongest in the yard.
Защото в Америка.
These times now he's just trying to get
Езика, говоренето.
But yes, I will take
Думите
that
са
compliment.
същи.
А?
Думите са същи.
Let me just work out this 200
Начинът на произнасяне на думи е различен.
Can you pick out Bartek? To the boss?
Сващаш ли?
200 kilos.
Да, бе, са.
Виждо и оня.
200 kilos. Obviously 200
По-добре е
kilos
от
is like
украински, по-добре е от руски, по-добре е от всички
They're
езици.
coming. They're coming. We might as well do as many. No, Bartek, when you go to turn the corner or something.
Тогава имаш ли мускул, интересни работи?
Имам, да. Кака има? Днеска клека имаш. Аз не много,
Защото не си гледал?
да, обаче имаш. Защото аз тренирам кака, затова няма толкова. А иначе, когато тренирам кака, на следващия ден повече имам болка. Този път имам по-малко. Обаче имаш, усеща.
Аз нямах, ама оня ден имах. Съботата бях. От вчера нямам.
Виж какво карат. В тази офис карат това.
Тия са негови работници.
Да.
I have an announcement to make. Will successfully completed his education, and as of this day forward, Will, aka Wilson, is now full-time at Asheville. Let's have a round of applause. Let's have a round of applause. Come on. Let's have a round of applause. I'd like to welcome Will to the team full-time, which for Will is 7 days a week. Isn't it, Will? No joke, it's not 7 days a week. But on a serious note, congratulations to Will on finishing his education. Now all he needs to do is get his driver's license and we're good to go. That's it for Asheville Weekly, episode 34. My road sweeper is wounded and my DAF tipper is tired. Both are in the repair bay, but no one's working on them, so I'm confident they'll be back on the road soon enough.
Right.
We're still taking on your feedback and coming to terms with the internal confusion of filming weekly a week in hand.